Lisa Reyes, Director of Trauma Informed Systems Initiative and fellow lover of mindfulness. It's lovely to be here with you all. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I. Good morning, Christina and Julissa. I often just like to start our kind of little mindful moments with things that I've been reflecting on during my meditations. And so many of us work in the health field, either the health department or whatever our community organizations. And many of us have already trudged the path of vaccination. And what I've noticed is kind of this sense of people opening up, things getting a little busier, more traffic, um, and more of letting down kind of a guard. There's a sense of like, oh, I can sleep a little bit better. I'm vaccinated and more people are vaccinated. What I've also noticed is just stuff is busier, like I'm now in traffic again, and things are taking longer. Um, and I thought I was ready for that, and I don't feel ready. I don't feel ready for a routine of how it used to be, because there was something nice and comforting about slowing down as much as I resisted. So I don't know. I see Christina kind of like shaking her head, like, yeah, this is, this is kind of, yeah, Amber too. Like, yeah, I thought I was ready to go back, but I don't think I'm completely ready. So how to sit with that, right? It might take, I noticed during the whole sheltering in place, it would take me 5 weeks to adjust to a new normal. And this is now a new normal, and what it will take for us to adjust kind of to a new normal. So I thought we'd do kind of an open awareness meditation. And in open awareness, we kind of open up our senses to what is, as well as to what is there emotionally. Um, and coming to mindfulness is strengthening a muscle, right? Like we don't get fit by not going to the gym or not having a practice. And this is the same thing. And consistently done, we can wire a new way to kind of be present, and allow for a pause to happen where perhaps it was just reactivity. So that's the goal of it, right? Is just kind of how to stop and pause and take a deep breath and think about, oh, how do I want to act right now? Where before it was just like action. So let's find a way to sit that is comfortable for us. And I'd like to encourage you, if your eyes are generally closed, practice with your eyes, open but gaze softened today. So just try something a little different. If my voice annoys you, try to block it out. If sounds are annoying to you, just seeing what it feels like in your body to experience those sounds. I'm going to start with one bell and then we'll end with 3 bells. So coming to your seat with your eyes either closed or your gaze softened. Beginning with 3 deep belly breaths where your belly expands upon inhalation and then goes back towards your spine as you exhale. Seeing if you can practice doubling the exhale or at least making it longer than the inhalation. As you open up to just the sensation of the breath and following it through its trajectory in your body. becoming aware of the sense of sight. Now, if your eyes are closed, you might still sense some light coming through, some little bouncing shapes, and just becoming awareness to that. If your eyes are open, just becoming aware of what it is that you see in your surroundings. Noticing color, shapes, things that we may ordinarily not stop and see. And just taking that in. Thanking your eyes for the gift of sight. And taking a deep belly breath as we move to the sense of touch. And as you breathe a deep belly breath, just noticing first your feet and how they feel against whatever it is that they may be resting on. It might be a shoe, it might be the floor. And noticing the feedback that the floor might give your feet. And giving your toes a little wiggle. Moving up to the next part that might be in contact with something that might be your thigh bones, your hips, your sit bones, your butt. And just noticing how that feels as it sits on and is supported by a seat, a chair, a couch, whatever it may be. And as you take a deep inhale here, see if you can soften those hip bones just a little bit more, relaxing them as you exhale. You might become aware of a widening, a soft opening. And then checking in with anywhere else you may be supported. That might be your back, your lower back. Inhaling as you kind of lengthen your spine. And exhaling to soften it. And lastly, coming to your hands and noticing what they are resting upon and how that feedback feels against your hands. If your hands are touching one another, just noticing how that touch feels. Noticing temperature of your hands and fingers. And giving thanks to your body for the sense of touch. Inhaling deeply and moving to the sensation of sound. And you might want to close your eyes for this one if they are opened. And as you inhale, just opening awareness of what you hear. Giving thanks to the sense of sound and moving to the sense of taste. Just becoming aware of any sensations of taste that might still be lingering in your mouth. As you inhale, just allow your jaw to soften a little bit more, allowing your tongue to come and rest on the base of the mouth. As you pick up any residual taste. And as you inhale, giving thanks to your taste buds. And just taking 3 deep belly breaths here to awaken all of the spectrum of senses that you have been gifted with. Slowly opening the eyes, allowing your body to move in any way that it may want to and need to kind of come back to the space, preparing for whatever it is you're going to do next. But hopefully retaining some of this kind of landing or grounding that you may have done during the practice.